What's up, y'all? It's your boy Stan Page, and just really wanted to talk to y'all a little bit today about something that I was placed on my heart at work today. A little bit about myself before I get into it. Like I said, my name is Stan Page. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I attend school at Kettering University, where I'm studying to become an industrial engineer. Pray for me. 22 years old, and yeah, that's about it. So maybe about 5 years ago now, I got in a relationship with a beautiful young woman. Um, Pretty amazing. Had everything physically that a guy could ask for. You know, the long hair, beautiful complexion, nice shape. My mom's liked her quite a bit. And, actually thought that God was blessing me for being pretty diligent and doing things that I was supposed to do in high school, as far as not kicking it with all of these different chicks, not falling into sexual temptation, things of that nature. So I figured, shoot, God must be blessing me with the one at an early age, right? Nah, I didn't turn out to be like that. I thought this relationship was healthy, and it wasn't as healthy as I thought it was. I ended up putting a lot of time, a lot of energy. I would do things like show up to her job at 6 o'clock in the morning. We would pray in the parking lot. I would go on these fasts. A lot of different things. I put a lot of spiritual energy into it, and I really wasn't getting that type of energy back. And so I found myself drained. And so I guess if I had to name the type of relationship that it was, I would say that it was like a parasitic relationship where she was benefiting from me and I wasn't benefiting from her. Or she probably felt the same way. I can't say exactly. But I use the word parasitic because it kind of reminds me of a leech, that feeds off of something, the bug that gets on your skin and just drains your blood. It makes you weak. Which, I guess when you think about a leech, it's not the worst thing in the world. It actually has a couple positive uses. A lot of doctors use it when they're trying to avoid blood clotting because they allow blood to keep flowing. When they don't want the exterior of the skin to die, they'll put the leech on there so that the skin will stay alive while they have to give them time to do whatever it is that they're trying to do with the body. But the not so positive uses. I don't know how much you guys know about leeches, but they have their own anesthetic. And so that comes from they uses the same root word as anesthesiologist, where it gives you this numbing feeling, or you can't tell when they're attached to you. So they do their job, drain whatever energy, whatever blood, and take whatever it is that they need from you, while you never know that they're there. And so when I thought about this relationship that I was in, I was actually thinking about the Wolverine movie, and it made me think about that relationship. Up in this movie, somebody that considered himself a good friend of Wolverine, who he had saved, and I hope I'm not giving it away too much for somebody, but somebody that Wolverine had saved his life, maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 years back. He was getting ready to die, and he wanted to see Wolverine, or so he said. He wanted to see Wolverine and say his goodbyes. When Wolverine gets there to visit the guy, he has a different motive. He doesn't really want to say goodbyes. He wants to trade places with Wolverine. He tells him that, I got this thing that I've been working on that can make you no longer immortal, and it can make me immortal. So we can trade lives, basically. So Wolverine's not buying it. So he's like, you don't want what I got. He tries to leave out. Somehow, this guy ends up putting a parasite on Wolverine's heart. And now he's no longer immortal, and now he's no longer able to heal himself like he once was, and he feels pain just like everybody else feels pain. See, the message behind this was the parasite caused Wolverine to no longer be able to function the way that he was created to function. And that oftentimes happened with us, like in relationships or life situations. We get in these relationships and we're no longer able to operate the way that we were created to operate. And what's funny about Wolverine is when he got this parasite on him, there was a co-star. I don't know. I can't remember the young lady's name that was co-starring in the movie. But she's telling him, like, I've seen these visions of you, and you're going to die if you try to get rid of this thing. Or if I seen you dying with your hand on your heart. And basically what she was saying, we come to find out that Wolverine was going to pull this thing out of him. And she was saying that he was going to die in his own blood. From Wolverine's point of view, he was out. He was good as dead already. I mean, he no longer was operating like he once did. It's kind of like a flower that you take out of the ground. They begin to die as soon as you pluck them. So he began to die as soon as that parasite was placed on the inside of him. And so he didn't have anything to lose. If he was going to die, he was going to die trying to get this thing out of him. So Wolverine went ahead, cut itself open, and reached in to grab the dang parasite and pulls it off. But what's crazy, before he pulled it off, he was looking at a screen. And the screen was showing him exactly where it is. So he's looking at the screen, reaching in himself, going towards it. And then something happens to where he's no longer able to see what's going on inside of him. So, long story short, he has to rely on his faith. He has to believe in himself that he can find this thing in the inside of him and pull it off. And then that his body will heal itself like it was supposed to do. And so today, I guess I just want to encourage you guys that whatever the parasite is that's in your life, find out what it is. Find out what's draining you from the very thing that you was created to do, whether it be a man, a woman, a job, some type of anything that's hindering you from being the blessing that you were created to be, or from receiving the blessing that you were created to receive. Then get rid of that thing. The next thing I would like to leave you with is that believe God, trust God. Sometimes you can't see what's going on. Like Wolverine couldn't see exactly where the parasite was inside of him, but God had created him. And he was, well, I shouldn't say God had created him, because if you look at some of the former X-Men, but God has created you. And he can tell you exactly where it is, the areas in your life that you have this parasite and that you need to get rid of. Also, let him determine life and death. Wolverine didn't let this chick tell him that he was going to die. She seen one thing, he seen another. See things that other people can't see in your life. If they tell you you're not going to be nothing, you say you're wrong. God says that I'm the head, not the tail, above and not beneath. So with that being said, get rid of the parasites in your life and let God determine who you are. And that's all I got to offer y'all. Be safe, be blessed, and love on somebody.